There are moments in life when everything you built, everything you protected, everything you believed would last forever, suddenly disappears. In a single night, you can lose your crown, your power, your friend, your identity. But what if losing everything is the only way to finally find yourself? This is not just a story about a king. This is a story about a king. This is a story about ego, about loneliness, about rebuilding from nothing. And maybe this story is about you. Let's begin. Once upon a time, in a kingdom filled with golden towers and marble streets, there lived a king named Arman. King Arman was powerful, feared, respected, but not loved. He ruled with authority. He believed strength was everything. He believed fear created loyalty. He believed a king must never show weakness. And for many years, his kingdom prospered. Enemies were defeated, taxes were collected, laws were enforced. But something invisible was slowly breaking. His people obeyed him, but they did not trust him. They followed him, but they did not stand with him. Arman never noticed, because pride makes you blind. One winter night, everything changed. A powerful enemy kingdom, long silent and patient, launched a sudden attack. Arman called his generals. He ordered his army. He shouted commands, but something felt different. His soldiers fought, but not with heart. His generals followed orders, but not with loyalty. Within days, the palace gates fell. The golden crown that once shined under the sun rolled across a broken floor. Arman escaped through a hidden tunnel. No army, no crown, no throne. Just a man running through the forest in the dark. That night, for the first time in his life, he was not a king. He was just alone. Days passed, hungry, cold, lost. Arman tried to command the forest, as if trees would obey him, but nature does not bow to titles. He tried to demand respect from strangers he met, but no one recognized him. Without a crown, he was invisible. One afternoon, weak and exhausted, he collapsed near a river. When he opened his eyes, he saw something strange, a monkey. Sitting on a rock, watching him, the monkey did not fear him, did not bow, did not run. It simply stared. Arman felt insulted. "I am your king," he whispered weakly. The monkey tilted its head, as if asking, "King of what?" Arman threw a small stone toward it. The monkey jumped away but did not leave. Instead, it climbed a tree, picked a fruit and dropped it near Arman. Then it sat again, watching. Arman hesitated, but hunger defeated pride. He ate. That was the first meal he did not earn through power. It was given freely by a monkey. The next day, the monkey returned, and the next, each time bringing fruits. Arman slowly regained strength, but something else was happening. For the first time, no one expected anything from him. No decisions, no commands, no performance, just survival. One evening, as the sun painted the sky orange, Arman spoke aloud. "I lost everything." The monkey chewed quietly. "I was strong," Arman continued. "I ruled thousands." The monkey climbed down, sat closer. Arman looked at his reflection in the river. Dirty, bearded, broken. Who am I now? The monkey touched the water, disturbing the reflection, as if saying, "Maybe you were never just the crown." Weeks turned into months. Arman began helping himself. He learned to gather food, to build a small shelter, to fish. The monkey stayed nearby, not as a servant, not as a subject, but as a silent companion. One day, Arman saw something that shook it. A storm approached, violent and powerful. Animals ran for safety. The monkey did not run alone. It helped a smaller, injured monkey climb to higher ground. It risked itself for another. Arman watched in silence. He remembered his own army, how he had pushed them into battles for his pride. He remembered punishing mistakes without mercy. He remembered ignoring the hungry because taxes mattered more. For the first time, he did not blame others for losing the kingdom. He blamed himself. And strangely, that realization did not break him. It freed him. Seasons changed. Arman was no longer weak. His body grew stronger. His mind grew calmer. He stopped introducing himself as king. He started introducing himself as Arman. Just Arman. One morning, travelers passed through the forest. They spoke of the kingdom. "The new ruler is cruel," they said. "He taxes even more. People suffer." Arman listened quietly. His old fire returned. But it was different now. It was not about pride. It was about responsibility. The monkey sat beside him. Arman looked at it. "I was given a second life," he whispered. "Maybe losing the throne was not a punishment. Maybe it was a lesson." The monkey blinked slowly. Arman made a decision. He would return, not as a prior ruler, but as a servant leader. He walked toward the kingdom gates. No crown, no armor, just truth. People did not recognize him at first, but slowly, whispers spread. It's him, the former king. Some were angry, some were curious. Armand did not demand loyalty. He apologized publicly for his arrogance, for his harshness, for ruling with fear. Silence filled the square. Then an old woman stepped forward. "You were a strong king," she said, "but you were not a kind one." Armand nodded. "I know. And what are you now?" she asked. He took a deep breath. "I am a man who finally understands that a crown does not make a king. Character does." Something changed that day, not in the palace, but in hearts. The people saw honesty, they saw humility, and this time they chose him, not because they feared him, but because they believed in him. Years later, the kingdom prospered again, but differently. Taxes were fair. Voices were heard. Mistakes were forgiven. Armand often walked without guards. Sometimes he visited the forest. He would sit by the same river, waiting. One day the monkey appeared again, older, slower. They looked at each other. No words needed. Armand smiled. "You saved me," he said softly. The monkey simply watched, as if reminding him, "No, you saved yourself." Sometimes in life, losing everything is not the end. It is the beginning. The crown may fall, the title may disappear, people may leave. But if you are willing to face yourself, to admit your flaws, to rebuild from the ground, you will find something greater than power. You will find character, and character cannot be stolen. If this story touched your heart, if you learned something today, remember, failure is not the opposite of success. It is the path to it. And sometimes, the greatest victory comes after your greatest fall. For more stories like this that awaken your soul, subscribe to the channel and stay with us, because your story might just be beginning.